Hey everyone! Welcome to another journal with me. Today I'm back in my traveler's notebook and I'll be documenting a huge family reunion which I went to a few weeks ago. There were a few things that I knew I wanted to include on this page. The first one was this photo of the sunrise. I had to wake up really early and go down to the lake in order to watch the sunrise, and I ended up getting a bunch of mosquito bites, but I feel like it was worth it because the sunrise was really pretty and I'm really proud of this picture that I took, so of course I had to include it in my journal. I really liked the yellow and orangey tones in this photo, so I wanted to bring those out by using one of my Tombow markers and drawing a border around the picture. I also wanted to include this little brown paper bag and use it as a pocket because I took a lot of photos at the reunion, so I wanted to make sure I had enough room to include all of those photos. To decorate the pocket, I found this image of a bird in one of my books, so I cut that out because I thought it would look really good on this page. I also wanted to try layering some washi tapes, so I picked out 5 tapes that I thought would look good on this page, and I just started layering them on top of each other. After adding the first 3 tapes, I was already really happy with it, so I just stopped there and I didn't end up adding the last 2 tapes. After that, I just glued the image of the bird on top of the washi tapes. I also brought out my alphabet stamps and I'm stamping out the words family reunion onto the paper bag. I really like the look of these alphabet stamps, but they can be a huge pain to clean up. They're always falling all over the place and I can never get them to stay in order. It's also really easy to get the letters confused, so this time when I was stamping the letter U, I realized that I had actually stamped the letter N upside down. But I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I'm pretty impressed that I was actually able to keep the letters fairly straight this time around. And now I'm just using some drawing paper to create a journaling card that I'm going to put inside of that pocket. So I'm just measuring out exactly how big I want it to be. I ended up deciding to add some watercolor to this journaling card because the white background was kind of boring, so I wanted to add a little bit more color. I'm definitely not a watercolor expert. I'm just using my cheap watercolors from Michaels and my water brush. I'm not even using watercolor paper, so I'm basically just having fun with it and playing around with the different colors. I'm using some yellows and oranges to go with the photo and the colors in the bird. And I'm also incorporating some greens since there were a lot of greens in the photos that I plan to include on this journaling card. So now I'll talk a little bit about the family reunion itself. The reunion was at Stouts Island Lodge in Wisconsin. We had family members coming in from all over the country, and I think in total we had over 30 people attending the event, which lasted for 4 days. I was actually able to meet a lot of family members that I've never met before, and we did a lot of really fun activities like hiking, boating, and we even did a potato sack race. It was a really great experience, and we actually decided that we're going to make this a new tradition and we'll be holding these family reunions every few years. So getting back into the journaling, I'm now gluing down those 2 photos, and you might notice that there is some washi tape on top of the photos and that's just for privacy reasons. I didn't want to include anyone's face on the video. So for the back of the journaling card, I just ripped out a piece of paper from one of my notebooks and I'm gluing that to my journaling card. I like doing this because I like having the lines to write on the back of the journaling card, and it also just makes the card a little bit more sturdy since the paper I used was fairly thin. I felt like the card just needed a little bit something extra, so I'm using my black pen to draw a border to frame those two photos. I'm just drawing this freehand without a ruler because I prefer the look of it not being perfect and looking more hand-drawn. And now I felt like the page just needed one last touch, so I decided to add some brush lettering. So I'm lettering out the words Stout's Island, which is the name of the place where we held the family reunion. And after that, I'm just going to be adding my journaling in all of the empty spaces on the page. I hope that you enjoyed this Journal With Me video. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Thank you for watching.